intercepted. Coming back the other way. Ifatu Melifonwu. This is going to be over. Lions are going to win it. Lions are bringing the NFC North title back to Detroit.
I was talking about kickers a second ago, and this popped up. Now, I didn't realize that the Packers are just trying to be a thorn in our side. I mean, we've been a thorn in their side, right? We've snagged some players from them. Terry and Arnold this year, you know, there was speculation that the Packers were trying to get him, and Brian Branch last year. So we've done everything that we possibly can to stay in front of the Packers. And even this year, they were trying to get Jake Bates. Lions snagged him. But Green Bay reportedly is eyeing James Turner. So did the Lions gift a player to the Packers roster? Maybe. Haven't seen anything develop yet, but there is some talk that the Green Bay Packers aren't afraid of creating more competition on their roster. LaFleur and company wanted to field the best 53-man roster. I mean, just like anybody else. That just one season after moving on from Aaron Rodgers, that the Packers might find themselves in a position to actually compete for a championship. That I don't agree with. I think that they have a pretty far way to go. And this is an article by McQuaid Arnold. He's a Packers writer. And he goes on to say that expectations are already skyrocketing for this young Packers team. I will tell you by the podcast that I listened to this morning from the Packers, he feels anything but. He doesn't feel like the Packers are really in a position to do much this season. And I would agree. I mean, I think that they're still a young, growing team. That Jordan Love has a lot more to prove than just 8 games. But to live up to these expectations and obviously to add talent to the roster, the Packers have not been shy about adding competition for kicker. And this offseason, after rookie Anders Carlson struggled in 2023, Jake Bates would have been an excellent addition to compete with Carlson, Greg Joseph, and Jack Polonesti. I think that's how you say his last name. However, with the Lions snaking Jake Bates and releasing James Turner, there might be another kicker that the Packers might bring in for camp competition. So Detroit obviously announced on Tuesday that they were signing Jake Bates and waived James Turner last week with the Jake Bates, this past week with James Turner. Turner reportedly showcased a very strong leg, which he did this offseason with Lions OTAs and minicamps. The Packers could use him, and to find out that they might take him or sign him this week is still being talked about. Turner signed with the Lions this spring after wrapping up his collegiate career at the University of Michigan. Last season with the Wolverines, he made 98.6% of his extra points. So he only missed one, 65 of 66, and an 85.7% field goal rate, 18 of 21. A large majority of his kicks, obviously, under 50 yards. So that's the topic of, conversation here on Kickers. And did the Lions potentially gift the Packers another player, right? I mean, hey, at least it wasn't Terry and Arnold, the Brian Branch, right? I mean, a kicker's a kicker is a kicker. We just expect the kicker's going to make it. I think that's the end of the day on that one. So we'll move.